Welcome everyone, join us today as we explore the life and career of Peter Noone, the boyish frontman of Herman's Hermits who helped define the British invasion and beyond. So let's dive in. Peter Blair Dennis Bernard Noone, born the 5th of November 1947, in Davyhulme, Lancashire, England. Born in Davyhulme, a suburb of Manchester, into a lively working-class family that encouraged creativity. He was the second of 5 children, with 3 sisters and 1 brother, to parents Dennis Patrick Noone, an accountant, and his mother Joan Blair. From an early age, he showed signs of being a performer. Bright, mischievous, and blessed with good looks, he seemed destined for the spotlight. Peter attended English Martyrs Primary School and later enrolled at St Bede's College in Manchester. However, his artistic inclinations soon led him elsewhere, and he eventually studied voice and drama at the Manchester School of Music. It was there that his natural charisma shone through. By his teenage years, Peter was already working as a child actor. He found success playing Stanley Fairclough in the long-running British soap opera Coronation Street. This early break gave him both confidence and exposure to show business. Yet while acting provided opportunities, Peter's heart was increasingly pulled toward music. In the early 1960s, Britain's pop scene was exploding. Skiffle and rock and roll had given way to a wave of beat groups inspired by Buddy Holly, Chuck Berry, and, most notably, the Beatles. In Manchester, Peter found himself drawn into the music scene, performing with local groups and soaking up influences. He eventually joined a band called the Heartbeats, where he was initially known as Peter Novak, until it eventually evolved into Herman's Hermits. The band's name came from Peter's uncanny resemblance to Sherman, the cartoon character from the Rocky and Bullwinkle show. Their manager jokingly called him Herman, and the nickname stuck. With Peter as the cheeky baby-faced frontman, Herman's Hermits quickly stood out from other beat groups. Their combination of pop-friendly tunes, clean-cut image, and Peter's distinctive boyish voice captured the spirit of youthful innocence during a time when British pop was dominating the world. Signed to record producer Mickie Most in 1964, Herman's Hermits enjoyed almost immediate success. Their debut single, I'm Into Something Good, written by the American songwriting team Jerry Goffin and Carole King, shot to number 1 in the UK charts and reached number 13 in the US. This was the start of a string of hits that made Herman's Hermits one of the most popular bands of the British invasion. Over the next few years, they enjoyed phenomenal success both in Britain and especially in America, where their charm and lighter style often made them even more popular than their peers. Songs like Mrs. Brown You've Got a Lovely Daughter, I'm Henry VIII I Am, Silhouettes, Wonderful World, There's a Kind of Hush, No Milk Today, and Can't You Hear My Heartbeat became chart staples. By 1965, Herman's Hermits had sold more than 10 million records and rivaled the Beatles and the Rolling Stones in popularity across the Atlantic. Peter's charisma was central to their appeal. With his disarming smile, mop of blonde hair, and boy-next-door persona, he was instantly recognizable. He became known as Herman, but unlike many of his contemporaries, he embraced the nickname, building a persona that teenage girls adored. At the height of their fame, Herman's Hermits were everywhere, appearing on Jackie Gleason, Dean Martin and Danny Kaye television programs, as well as The Ed Sullivan Show multiple times. They performed to sold-out venues across the United States, and also toured internationally. They even starred in several movies, including 2 MGM films, When the Boys Meet the Girls, in 1965, and Hold On, in 1966. These films, though light on plot, helped cement their pop culture presence and broaden their fan base. Between 1964 and 1967, the band racked up 11 top 10 hits in the United States, more than almost any other British invasion group. Behind the scenes, however, Peter was beginning to chafe under the tightly controlled image that Mickie Most had created for the group. While Most's formula guaranteed commercial success, it often meant the band had little say in their material or artistic direction. As the late 60s brought a shift toward more experimental rock, Herman's Hermits began to fade from the charts. Opening for the 1970 Royal Variety performance in the London Palladium, by 1971, after nearly a decade of fame, Peter decided to leave Herman's Hermits to pursue new directions. The band attempted to carry on without him but never regained their former glory. Peter, meanwhile, explored a solo career. His first solo single, Oh You Pretty Things, was written by David Bowie and featured Bowie himself on piano. The song reached the UK Top 20 in 1971 and showed that Peter could step outside the Herman mold. However, his solo career in music proved sporadic. Though he recorded several singles and worked with notable musicians, none matched the massive success of his Hermits years. Still, Peter remained a presence in the entertainment world. He turned increasingly toward television, stage, and theatre. He hosted variety shows, appeared in sitcoms, and built a reputation as a versatile entertainer. In the mid-1970s, he moved to the United States, where he found opportunities in both acting and music. Peter's charm and experience made him a natural fit for the stage. He appeared in musical theatre productions such as Aladdin, Dick Whittington and His Cat, and Sinbad the Sailor. He also took on dramatic roles, showcasing a range that surprised audiences who had once seen him only as the boyish Herman. In the 1980s, Peter returned to television, hosting My Generation on VH1, and making guest appearances on shows such as Married with Children, Quantum Leap, and As the World Turns. His ability to laugh at himself, and his past fame endeared him to a new generation of fans. Even as he explored acting, Peter never abandoned music. Throughout the 1980s and 1990s, he performed extensively, often billed as Hermits starring Peter Noone. This allowed him to embrace his legacy while still moving forward. His concerts became nostalgic celebrations of the British invasion era, attracting both longtime fans and younger audiences who had discovered the music through their parents. Peter also released new material. His 1980s solo album One of the Glory Boys showcased a more mature sound, while later releases highlighted his enduring voice and songwriting skills. Though these albums did not chart highly, they cemented his reputation as an artist who refused to be stuck in the past. He toured widely across the United States, often sharing bills with other 60s icons such as the Monkees, the Turtles, and the Grassroots. These package tours were hugely successful, feeding the growing nostalgia for the 1960s and proving that Peter's appeal had never truly faded. Away from the stage, Peter's life was grounded by stability. In 1968, he married Mireille Strasser, a French-born model and actress. The couple has one daughter, Natalie, and they have remained together for more than 5 decades, a rarity in the entertainment world. Peter has often spoken about how his family life gave him the balance he needed to endure the ups and downs of fame. Today, Peter Noone stands as one of the quintessential figures of the British invasion. While Hermits may not have been as experimental or revolutionary as some of their peers, their success was remarkable. With over 60 million records sold, they left an unforgettable mark on popular music. Peter's ability to reinvent himself, from child actor to pop idol, from solo artist to stage performer, speaks to his resilience. Unlike many of his contemporaries, he avoided scandal and maintained a reputation as one of the industry's true gentlemen. His boyish image became iconic, and even decades later, he continues to be celebrated as the Herman who brought joy to millions. In recent years, Peter has remained active on the concert circuit, performing to enthusiastic crowds across America and beyond. He hosted a weekly SiriusXM radio program on the 60s Gold station, called Something Good. He has also embraced modern media, connecting with fans through online platforms, interviews, and retrospectives about the 1960s. His role in keeping the memory of the British invasion alive cannot be overstated. As of late 2025, he has several upcoming concerts, with future tour dates also scheduled. Through music, acting, and sheer presence, Peter Noone has carved out a legacy that spans more than 6 decades, still continuing to this very day. He is living proof that charisma, talent, and authenticity can keep an artist relevant for a lifetime. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on your favorite music icons, just like this. Take care and bye for now.